And let's see, who's next? Well, hi, how you doing?
Hi, fine.
All right, and where are you from?
San Bernardino.
Oh, San Bernardino. Your locals, give me 5. All right. Okay, so, and your name?
Maria.
And this is?
Jalen.
Jalen. So, what lights your fuse for Bernie?
Well, my son Jalen talks about him all the time, so we kind of got on his coattail, and I'm interested because he's bringing the younger generation into politics. It's not
Right.
just the older generation.
Right, he's expanding the base.
Right.
As the talking heads say.
Yes.
Right. So, are you familiar with Bernie's issues?
Somewhat. I mean, I like the whole college idea.
I'll bet you
I have a
do.
bunch of college loans, so that would be nice.
Yeah.
Especially coming up from a lower socioeconomic
Yeah.
area, we all have college loans.
Yeah, Berdoo's got his issues.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, we got just trounced.
We're the forgotten city.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
But
So,
today it's San Bernardino, and I am so happy that Bernie is here with us.
Yes.
Aren't you?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and keep feeling that burn. Native Americans for Bernie, right?
That's right.
All right. Okay. So where are you from?
San Bernardino here.
All right, San Bernardino. Cool deal. How long you been feeling the burn?
I've been feeling the burn for the past 6 months.
6 months?
Yes, 6, 7 months.
All right, cool. So, besides the obvious Native American, because Bernie's the only guy who's even talking Native American or has even been to a reservation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Besides that, what is it that attracts you to Bernie?
Attracts me that he is, a lot of union members don't know that he is for the unions, and they tend to put it for Hillary, but I think Bernie, he has the experience and he's more qualified than Hillary. And
Yeah, he's the only presidential candidate that's actually walked a picket line, right?
Correct.
Yeah. People don't know that. Anyway, what was your name, sir?
My name is Robert.
Robert, nice to meet you. Give me 5. Feel that burn.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bro. Yate hey.
Hey, Wado.
Okay, and we're running down the line. Tell me, where you from?
From Redlands. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn.
Originally from Brooklyn. Oh, like Bernie.
Yes.
Cool.
We went to the same high school
Really?
and the same college.
Really?
At different times, but
Well, yeah.
nevertheless.
Yeah, you're so much younger than Bernie.
Not
is.
so much, but somewhat.
Somewhat. And your name, ma'am?
Andy.
Andy. Andy, it's nice to meet you. Give me 5. Cool. Okay, so what lights your fuse for Bernie?
He's the only candidate running and has run for a very long time that has a vision for the future. That is not the traditional, we'll do things the same way they've always been done.
Cool. So what do you think your number one issue is? Healthcare?
No, the environment.
The environment, and climate change.
Yep.
Environment and climate change. Cool deal. Yeah, you know what? If we don't have a livable, habitable planet, we're all kind of screwed, no matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, or whatever,
That's
right? All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, and remember, feel that burn. Well, hey, man, how you doing?
Hey, not bad yourself?
Good. Where you from?
Rancho.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah, that's right.
Simone.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua.
That's my little brother Christian.
All right. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hi, and that's Mr. Marco.
Marco?
Marco, yeah.
Marco. Okay. So, what's your deal, man? What lights your fuse for Bernie?
I think just the fact that he's one of the presidents, or he's one of the candidates that really speaks to you. He speaks from the heart and everything like that, and you don't look at him and you don't think of him as a phony. He actually knows what he's talking about, and he's talking about the policies that relate a lot to people like us who we try to give as much as we can, but we don't get everything that we ask back in return. And especially when you have so many families just working so many hours every week and they can't really make it, they don't have time for any sort of luxury or anything like that because they have kids to feed or just food they need to put on the table, and they need to keep the house over their head and everything like that. So this was
great.
What about you, Marco?
I would say my support for him stems from his position on education, because personally I felt the actual high cost of what it takes to get higher education in the country. I went to UC Santa Barbara. I paid for two quarter tuitions, and I couldn't afford the rest, so I had to go to a community college. His stance on having to have easy access and easy, affordable education is something that I really support, because I can't afford it without any type of financial aid.
Yeah, right on, man. I know when I got out of the Air Force a long time ago, college was affordable. You could do it. You know, you could work a part-time job and do college. Now, forget it. You know, you wind up 50 grand in the hole.
Go to UC Santa Barbara. It costs almost 36 grand for an entire year.
Wow.
Can't afford that, so you have to go to community college.
36 G's a year?
Yeah. It's in a very expensive school, especially going and living on campus with tuition and everything.
Wow.
Almost unaffordable if you don't take out loans, and I didn't want to take out loans, so.
Or, of course, if you're rich.
Yeah, I decided to transfer all my credits from Santa Barbara, and hopefully, if Bernie gets elected, we can see a different policy.
So you in Rancho too?
Yep.
Okay, so do you guys know about Abigail Medina?
Yeah, I actually got her flyer in the paper the other day, I believe.
Okay. Abigail is running against she's going to be the Democrat.
Yeah.
She's running against that Mark Steinworth character. Okay? And bottom line is, Mark Steinworth is not for guys like us.
Yeah.
Abigail's all in. She's always been working for the little guys.
Yeah.
For the people. So, tell your neighbors, Abigail. Okay?
Will do.
All right, Abigail's in it to win it. Thank you.
Hey, nice talking to you.
All right, so where are you from?
From Colton.
Yeah, Colton, local. All right, and your name?
My name is Douglas Bryan.
Douglas, cool. So, what lights your fuse for Bernie?
Mostly because he knows the effects of the land of competition we had to live with capitalism over here in the United States. Not everybody can support themselves when you have the 1% taking most of the money and not giving back to the lower class and the middle class, which is disappearing.
Yeah, right. And basically, what they do is they take their money and sit on it.
Yeah.
You know, and when guys like you and me, we get some money, what do we got to do? We got to spend it.
When you give money to a lower class, we end up spending it. When you keep it up there, they don't spend it. They keep saving it, and it doesn't go anywhere. The money doesn't go towards green technology. It doesn't go towards any education at all, because we have to take out loans. Most people are afraid to take out a loan because most colleges are so for profit, and they end up having a mortgage-sized loan, and it's unfair. And I think another reason why I like Bernie is because he's willing to give women paid maternity leave after they have a baby, and other countries can do that. Why can't we do that?
That's absolutely one of the right questions, man. The other countries can do this stuff. Why can't we?
People think socialism is such a bad thing, you know. You give people's hardworking money to people who don't work, but we're already doing that right now, and that's called capitalism. We need more of a balanced socialism country, and there's nothing wrong with that. We've always had socialism in our country. We have Social Security, we have free national parks. There's nothing wrong with a little bit more to share with the people.
Absolutely. All right, buddy, give me 5. All right, dude, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Feel that diverse couple? LGBT?
Yep.
Where are you from?
San Bernardino.
Yeah, San Bernardino. Cool deal.
Yeah.
How long you been feeling the burn?
Long time now. Since the beginning, right?
Yep.
Okay, so when he first announced or
Yep.
before he announced?
When he first announced, I looked him up and I liked everything he stood for. I think he's an actual voice of the people, for the people.
By the people.
Of course. I'm just excited that we finally have a candidate that is willing to speak for us and not for big businesses, big banks. You know, he's not taking money from all these other companies, and he's actually, you know, working for us. I find that amazing. I think it's about damn time. And I'm happy to see all these supporters here, and the line just keeps growing.
Cool. So why not Hillary?
Hillary, she tends to flip-flop a lot. I have a lot of problems with her from the very beginning. I don't see how you can stand for one thing and then a few years later you decide to change your mind, and then a few years later you decide to change your mind again.
And then a few weeks later you change it back,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
exactly.
In other words, Hillary's full of BS.
Pretty much.
All right, give me 5 on the no shill stuff. Okay, all right, gals, thank you. Who's next? Step right up. As a matter of fact, I'll come to you. Who wants to tell about their bird on camera? Stop. Say anything. Oh, yeah. Okay. You want to tell me about that?
Yeah, the man says anything to get elected. He says one thing to the crowd in front of him, then has to retweet later on to clarify, and then gets his articulate people that know how to speak to the media to clarify even more.
Absolutely.
I mean, everything from guns to we're going to stop all Muslims. Well, maybe not all of them. And then, well, Mitt Romney needs to release his tax returns, but I don't. And don't talk about John Miller. That was 25 years ago, but the Clintons are a fair game. The man will say anything to get elected. Anything to get elected.
Pretty much. So, where are you from?
Redlands.
Redlands, local, right over the hill.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, hey, I was at Loma Linda today, the VA. So I know right where
and
that
speaking
is.
about the veterans,
Oh, yes.
the man says he supports the veterans. Maybe those tax returns will show how much he contributes to veterans' causes, which I doubt there's a lot of contributions before he announced he was running for president.
Yeah.
So those are things I'd like
And
to
you know Bernie is all in for bets, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You know,
Well, first of
and you
all,
know what? That's why I'm working for Bernie, because I'm a vet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just.
You can believe what Bernie says. You can't believe what the others say. Bernie says what is from the heart, not just what will get him elected. And that's what we need, is somebody who really believes in what he says and galvanizes the next generation to believe in the political process.
That's because we're all feeling the burn.
Feeling the burn. Yeah, he's the man to go for.
Hey, how you doing?
Awesome.
And your name?
Jennifer Sundstrom,
Jennifer, where are you from?
Upland, California.
Upland. Cute little girl you got there. Can I shoot her?
Yes, you may.
All right. Well, hey, little girl. What's your name? Vanessa?
Janessa.
Janessa. Okay, are you feeling the burn?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, how you feeling it? You want a future you can believe in, right?
Yeah.
And that's
All
why you
right.
feel the burn? We feel the burn.
And how old are you?
8.
8. You know what? You're a great little 8-year-old girl who knows what she's talking about. And I'm proud to have met you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, dude.
What's up, yo?
Where are you from, man?
I'm born in San Bernardino. I'm from Redland.
Cool. So, what lights your fuse for Bernie?
Reinvestment. Our biggest problem. Like, you hear really not. You hear the vacant statement of make America great again. America's still great. We just need to reinvest. We need to make sure that we get people that are like how it was in the 50s and the 60s, where if you wanted to go to college, you go to a UC. UCs used to be effectively free up until 1978. What came from that? You know what came from that? The internet, the space age, Tempur-Pedic beds, stuff like that we all love and adore came from free education. Well, effectively not free. Free to the student. Yes, it's taxpayer funded, but it is an investment like roads or firefighters. I don't see why people have this dissonance against the idea of, you pay a little bit and it benefits everybody and it benefits you in the long run. When people go on, they just want free education, they just want free college. I myself will never take it. I will never get that advantage. But what I will get is years down the line, when there's some kind of breakthrough that needs to be done by somebody that is in a small urban area or in an area that somewhat disenfranchised, they can work hard and go to school not because their family's able to afford it or because they figure out some kind of special grant, but because they are capable. Like it was back in the 60s, like it was back in the 70s.
Right.
We have that opportunity right now. I don't believe the idea of what you hear from Hillary Clinton saying, we have to work with what we have now. We have to look at it from the point of view of the pragmatic approach, or look at the things that are on the ground now. We did it before. For the longest amount of time, we've looked at things from a fortress point of view. We can't stay in fortress liberalism anymore. We have to push forward. We have to move to make sure that almost nobody here will see the advantages right away. but their children and their children and their children will see the
That's
advantage.
why you
And that's-
plant trees,
We're
right?
planting trees now to shade that we may not see, and I'm okay with that. I feel like that's something that I can.
Give me 5 on that,
Yeah.
man. Plant some trees.
I'm down for trees. I like trees. Who doesn't love a tree? I've never known anything more lovely than a tree, I think is the poem. But that's what gets my fire up, is the idea that we can reinvest, that we can remain competitive in the long run. Status quo doesn't get you competitive.
America for all of us, right?
Yes.
Right? Huh? Can I get
Yeah.
Can I get some more noise for that?
Hey!
America for Americans? Yeah.
Americans, all of
All
us.
right.
It's not about what will advantage me. It's not about, oh, free school for me. Oh, free healthcare for me. It is about what makes everybody function at a higher level. If I own a real estate business, we do rentals, and the number one thing we see are people that have credit problems because of healthcare issues. I could rent to a lot more people. I can sell a lot more homes. If people were not indebted with student debt, if they were not indebted with medical debt, they were not indebted with mocking any things that, frankly, any civilized society shouldn't have to deal with. We're better than that. We can do better, and we will do better. And that's what I'm a firm believer about. And that's why this man he has stoked a fire in me that I thought was long dead.
Dude, I
I'm
can
pretty full
tell.
of it.
Dude, thanks for talking to me, and feel that burn.
I feel it.
All right. Can I get some noise for it?
Hey!